Growing up, I was lucky enough to be raised in the small community of Discovery Bay. Surrounded by agriculture, this small town is located on the Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta. I spent every summer on the water, whether it was wakeboarding or fishing. We're on our boat from sunup to sundown. Although most people in the community may say that the Delta is most important for its recreational uses and economic impact, there's one thing that this gem is vital in aiding: agriculture. What makes the Delta so unique is the fact that the fresh water from the Sierra Nevada mixes with the salt water from the San Francisco Bay. This creates a brackish water that is an estuary to many of the Delta's aquatic and terrestrial species. Not only is the Delta an ideal habitat for wildlife, but it is also the heart of California's water system. It supplies water to 25 million Californians in the San Francisco Bay Area, Central Valley, and Southern California. Over the past 150 years, the Delta has drastically changed. Urban development, flood protection, and agriculture has required the support of additional levees, reservoirs, and dredge waterways. An altered environment, water quality issues, non-native species, illegal fishing, and water diversions have threatened the health of the Delta and the species that depend on it. This has led to federal regulators placing limits on Delta water deliveries as a result of the 2009 Delta Reform Act. So in order to meet the statewide water demand and to combat the decline in the Delta's ecological environment, the Bay Delta Conservation Plan, or BDCP, was added to California's water management portfolio. The BDCP is a 50-year habitat conservation plan. Its goal is to restore the Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta ecosystem and to secure California's water supply. Unfortunately, this plan isn't all that it was made out to be. The BDCP will add 3 intakes and 2 gravity flow tunnels fit with fish screens. The 2 tunnels will be 30 miles in length, 40 feet in diameter, and have a 9,000 cubic feet per second capacity, all of which will direct water from the Sacramento River to the aqueducts located near Tracy. It will also add 145,000 acres of restored and protected habitat and improve flow conditions to benefit fish. The projected cost of the project is $24.7 billion. 68% of the funding will come from state and federal water contractors. This will include municipal, industrial, and agricultural water users. The remaining 31% will come from state and federal funds. What this project is ultimately doing is bypassing the Delta completely. Those who live in the communities that surround the Delta will be directly affected. The Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta is home to highly productive farmland. Its rich, fertile soil, warm daytime and cool nighttime temperatures produce high-quality crops. These crops include asparagus, pears, potatoes, sweet corn, tomatoes, and blueberries, all of which bring in $500 million annually. As a result of these tunnels, Delta agriculture will be faced with an increase in salinity of the Delta water due to diversion around it. An increase in the salinity can potentially be detrimental to surrounding farms that rely on it for their crops. Not only will it affect plant growth, but it can affect freshwater aquatic life and potentially penetrate into groundwater aquifers. In areas such as Hood and Walnut Grove, they are not only concerned about salinity spikes, but whether they will be able to farm their land once construction of the tunnels start. The BDCP will convert 2,660 acres of prime farmland into areas for water intakes, buildings, reservoirs, and disposable areas. The BDCP and its plans may be seen by many as a necessity to improve water reliability and the environmental health of the Delta, but the 5 counties, 8 cities, and 14 towns that surround the Delta will be the ones to burden the aftermath. Although water will always remain a source of controversy for our state, one thing remains the truth: the Delta is crucial to the health of California's residents, environment, and its economy.